Well, hello and welcome to a new video where we are going to take yet another look at Hogwarts Legacy played on the RTX 2070 MaxQ. And the reason for that is that we are only trying out the intro mission, which isn't all that demanding, and since there has been a very big recent debate about 8GB VRAM cards not being enough for modern AAA titles, I thought this would be a good idea to retest our 2070 MaxQ in this title, and we are playing at 1440p with NVIDIA DLSS enabled at the quality setting, and we're playing at the high preset of the game without any ray tracing enabled. So yeah, let's jump right into the game and play for a little while to see if we actually experience some of those VRAM stutters or something at the likes of that. And we're in the middle of Hogwarts, and I think this is a fairly demanding area if I'm not mistaken. And we're not seeing our GPU being pushed to 100% right now, so we're actually CPU bound by our i7-9750H. And even though we are moving around into different areas of the castle, I do not see any big frame time spikes right now, which is the reason why I actually enabled the frame time graph for you, so you can see if this actually is a smooth gameplay or if it's not. And you can see it isn't a really flat line, so this means it is not as smooth as it may looks, because even though you may have 50 FPS or 60 FPS in the game, this could be, depending on the frame times, not be a playable or at least not be a smooth experience for you. But as of right now, I would argue that although we're seeing some spikes in the frame time graph when we're moving into new areas, it is still looking pretty smooth and it is absolutely playable, definitely. And our VRAM isn't completely maxed out right now, but actually that is something that I have seen in other games as well, where you would see the VRAM not being utilized to the max, which would be 8GB for this card, but instead only see around the 7GB mark. But yeah, this is exactly what we're seeing right now. So this means our card is being utilized pretty nicely right now. It is drawing 70 watts of power, as you can see, so it is faring pretty well at the moment. And I mean, we're seeing 70 FPS, and I think in the castle we just saw something shy about over 50 FPS, which isn't too bad and is definitely absolutely playable in this title. So as of right now, I have absolutely nothing to complain about, and this feels pretty playable. And I mean, the best part is, at least for this right now, is that our frame time graph is absolutely smooth at the moment. So yeah, it seems like our i7 is doing pretty nicely, at least for the moment it does. Especially in the heat of battle. Yeah, let's go and practice what we've just skip the rest of this scene in order to obtain a new spell, and then go and actually make use of it against our first opponent. And I hope this doesn't spoil you too much of the story, which I don't think it will, since the only thing we will be doing right now is attend the first classes of this game. So yeah, I guess there shouldn't be any major spoilers for you right now. And I do see some weird artifacts, or at least I did saw some of them a few seconds ago, but in general I do think that NVIDIA DLSS actually does look pretty nicely in this game. And holy moly, do you see that? We're only getting 27 FPS, 24 FPS right now. Let's hope that this will actually yeah, I mean, what? Okay, now we're back into the 70s. That is interesting. I guess either it just loaded in some new stuff into the game, I have no idea, but yeah, we're back into playable territories here now. And we definitely showed that puppet who's boss. So I guess Sebastian is our opponent now. Gotcha, mate. Oh, I think we need to use our Protego spell. Let him fly a little bit. And actually win the round. I guess we did.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
So yeah, let's skip all these scenes in order not to give away any of the storyline and the character development of this game. Yeah, let's run around and continue on. Alright.
Till next time.
First class completed. Let's use our trusty field guide to see where we have to go next. Yes, downstairs it is. And yeah, I mean, you can see that we are absolutely CPU limited most of the time in this game. At least here in Hogwarts we are. But nevertheless, it's still... it really feels a little bit choppy here. I mean, you can see it in the frames as well as in the frame time graph. It's not smooth anymore and we're only seeing 40 FPS right now, so... yeah, this isn't the greatest experience here. But to be quite frank, it could be worse. Oh. And I guess we're gonna repair that later. And I mean, apart from that 30 FPS that we just saw, it actually feels pretty smooth right now. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're seeing a few frame time dips here because it is loading in a new area, and this is basically always going to happen at any settings. Okay, I don't know what we're doing here.
This cannot possibly be.
But yeah, as soon as you've entered an area and are staying there for a few seconds, it is back to normal again. So yeah, even though we're at a fairly demanding area, and I guess only Hogsmeade could be even more intensive, at least for the CPU, than what Hogwarts is. But yeah, I think you did get a good idea that even at 1440p at the high settings with the 2070 MaxQ, if you enable DLSS, you can absolutely play that. I mean, you will have some dips here and there, but that's basically only when you're loading in new areas, and it's only going to happen at some points of the game. But I mean, this is going to happen for every system that you're going to play this game on, so it doesn't really have anything to do with the 2070 in particular. So yeah, take that for what it is. But as of right now, I would deem this game absolutely playable, even in the demanding Hogwarts area.